Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers willing to trade 4 key players. With the February 6 trade deadline approaching, the Los Angeles Lakers appear poised for another active period in the trade market. The team's recent performance, sitting 8th in the Western Conference with a 13-11 record and losing 7 of their last 10 games, has intensified speculation about potential moves. According to Spotrac's Keith Smith, the Lakers are positioning themselves as buyers at the deadline. Smith reports that while LeBron James and Anthony Davis are considered untouchable, nearly everyone else could be available. This includes Austin Reeves, who was previously thought to be off-limits, along with D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, and various minimum contract players. Rookie Dalton Knecht might be the only other player with some protection from trade talks. Los Angeles has tradable salaries, Smith noted. They need to climb the standings. This urgency comes as Rob Pelinka's roster construction since the 2020 championship has failed to produce consistent results, with the team relying on the play-in tournament for playoff qualification in recent seasons. Looking further ahead, The Athletic's Jovan Buha suggests Anthony Davis might seek an exit once James departs. "I wouldn't say it's inconceivable that he asks out," Buha said during a recent YouTube appearance. "If LeBron retires, maybe it is best to rebuild and just keep your picks. But I think if I had to lean one way, I'd probably lean toward AD staying, but I would not be surprised if he asked out." As trade rumors continue to circulate, Pelinka faces the challenge of making moves that address both immediate competitive needs and long-term stability, a balance that has eluded the franchise since their last championship. Wolves are making a Julius Randle realization that Lakers fans have known for years. The Los Angeles Lakers drafted Julius Randle with the 7th pick in the 2014 draft, but let him walk after his rookie contract. They renounced his restricted free agency rights and watched him go to New Orleans. The Lakers won just 99 games in his 4 seasons in LA, and signing LeBron James ended Randle's tenure. The 6 feet 9 inches big man became an all-star and elite scorer in New York, but many issues that plagued him in Los Angeles remained. His effort was questioned, and the head-scratching plays continued. Randle puts up massive numbers, but does he impact winning like a star? The Lakers have their own issues, but are watching Chris Finch and the Timberwolves realizing the full Randle experience. Finch coached him in New Orleans, but even he was not fully ready for the scrutiny after Minnesota reached the conference finals in 2024. Randle averages 20.4 points, 7.0 rebounds, 4.0 assists, and 0.8 steals in 33.2 minutes per game this season. He is shooting 48.9% from the field and 36.7% on his three-point attempts. The numbers look strong, but their defense would be the best in the NBA when he is off the floor and is middle of the pack with him. His advanced metrics look strong, but fans are not always happy. Randle's lack of effort and awareness on plays like this has fans screaming at their television. He is known for over-dribbling and giving up easy buckets. It is part of the reason why Minnesota is 12-11 after reaching the conference finals. Trading Karl-Anthony Towns to the Knicks for Randle and Donte DiVincenzo has not worked. Minnesota is searching for answers and may flip the 3-time All-Star before the February 6 trade deadline. Lakers fans know the Randle story too well. They drafted him to be their next star but quickly moved on as LeBron arrived. King James had Los Angeles bring in veterans with experience winning games. Randle did not have that and has still only played in 1 playoff series his team won in a decade in the league. The issues are well documented, going all the way back to the start of his career in LA. Things will likely improve in Minnesota. Anthony Edwards is a rising star, and Rudy Gobert always anchors an elite defense. The Wolves will be a playoff team in the West with the upside to make a deep run. Randle and DiVincenzo will play better with more time to acclimate, but the 3-time All-Star will provide some frustrating moments along the way. The Los Angeles Lakers have their own issues to sort out, but fans know all too well what life is like with Julius Randle as a key contributor. There is certainly no envy in Lakerland. LeBron James was granted permission to miss the Lakers' practice, and his availability for the next game is uncertain due to a foot injury. LeBron James was given time off from the Los Angeles Lakers practice on Wednesday for personal reasons, according to coach J.J. Redick. James had already missed the Lakers' win against Portland on Sunday due to left foot soreness, marking his first game missed this season. He was also absent from the Lakers' first practice during their extended break caused by the NBA Cup tournament, but Redick called it an excused absence. The Lakers will play their next game on Friday against Minnesota, but Redick isn't sure if James or another starter, Austin Reaves, will be available for the game. "I think both of them it seems like are day-to-day," Redick said. "Just kind of wait and see how it looks Thursday, wait and see how it looks Friday." James, who is turning 40 in less than 3 weeks, has already mentioned that the Lakers plan to give him some rest during their 4-day break from games. This is especially true during his 22nd season in the NBA. Earlier this season, James expressed his wish to play in all 82 games, but both he and the Lakers have adjusted their approach due to the minor injuries that naturally happen during the course of a season. After a small shooting slump following Thanksgiving, James played exceptionally well during the Lakers' road trip. He scored 29 points on 12 of 18 shooting in a loss to Miami, and then followed up with 39 points, 11 assists, and 10 rebounds in a comeback win over Atlanta last Friday. Since their 10-4 start to the season, the Lakers have been struggling, going 3-7. However, Redick remains confident that they can fix the issues with offensive consistency and defensive effort. He also shared that he has had multiple conversations with both James and Anthony Davis about the team staying mentally strong during tough times. "Honestly, both of them have taken ownership," Redick said. "They're the leaders of the team on the court. I had a great conversation with LeBron last week about the way he played in Miami and Atlanta, beyond just the stats, but the way he played, the way he led. It was great." Reaves, who has been out for 5 games with a bruised left pelvis, was limited in Wednesday's practice but is getting closer to returning to the court, Redick said. Lakers injury update: Jackson Hayes return date in flux. The Los Angeles Lakers have been dealing with a multitude of injuries, and one of the more important has been to reserve center Jackson Hayes. The Lakers are already thin in the front court behind Anthony Davis, and Hayes has really come into his own, thriving in his role as an active and energetic rim-running big man. Hayes has only suited up once since November 10, when he re-aggravated his ankle injury in his first game back against the Phoenix Suns. With the Lakers having some time off, there was some hope that he could be back soon, but head coach J.J. Redick had no update on his status. "No update on Jackson," Redick said after practice on Wednesday. "His sort of target return date is in flux. If we have something, we'll give it to you." Same with Christian and Vondo. When it was announced that Hayes had re-aggravated his ankle injury, it was said that he would be re-evaluated in 2 to 3 weeks. It has been 2 weeks since then, and with no update yet, it would seem likely he will be out for at least another week. Unfortunately, with an ankle sprain, the time frame can always fluctuate. The most important thing is just to rest, but some ankle sprains take more time to heal up than others. And for someone like Hayes, who is reliant on his athletic ability, an ankle issue greatly impacts his game. Hayes has really grown into his reserve role with the Lakers, always bringing a ton of energy and activity whenever he checks in the game. He not only can relieve Davis, but also plays alongside him at times, and the two have decent chemistry on the court together. Getting him back on the court is important, but it sounds as if it will still be a little while longer until he is back in uniform. While Jackson Hayes hasn't yet returned to practice, someone who did is guard Austin Reaves, as J.J. Redick noted that he kept the guard out of one particularly physical drill, but other than that Reaves participated in everything. "I wouldn't call Austin a full participant," Redick said. One thing he sat out that we suggested and Leroy agreed with us was probably not good for him just due to the nature of the drill. It was particularly a physical drill and just want to be mindful of his pain tolerance. But he was a full participant in all of the 5-on-5 and live stuff and all the breakdown drills. Redick added that Reeves is still considered day-to-day ahead of the Lakers game on Friday night against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Dalton Knecht says being on road affected Lakers in recent weeks. This season has featured the Lakers being more on the road than at home. LA has played 11 games at home compared to 13 on the road. Only the Dallas Mavericks have played more road games in the Western Conference, playing in 14 matchups away from home. The Lakers have had 2 long road trips and their most recent one was a struggle. They won just one of the 4 games they played away from Los Angeles. Spending so much time on the road is less than ideal, and even rookie Dalton Knecht noticed how it negatively impacted the team. I think it definitely, not having all these home games kind of affected us, Knecht said after the team's home win versus the Blazers. But also, at the same time, we should have won some games that we lost. So at the end of the day, we just got to keep going out there and watching our film and trying to get better and learn. Back home, the Lakers dominated a struggling Blazers team, winning 107-98. Knecht was a bit cold offensively, going 3-9 from the field, but he crashed the boards well, grabbing 8 rebounds in the win. Only Anthony Davis had more rebounds than Knecht for the Lakers in this game. Being road warriors is a challenge, but winning just 38% of their games away from LA will not cut it for the Lakers. The team was just under .500 on the road the past 2 seasons. The last time they were this bad away from home was the 2021-22 campaign when they only won 29% of their road games. The Lakers missed the playoffs that year and won just 33 games. With over 25% of the NBA season done, there is still plenty of time to fix LA's road woes. The team is currently at home and focused on rest and recovery while NBA Cup action takes place. Their next contest versus the Wolves on Friday is on the road, so they'll have an opportunity to demonstrate that this record is not a sign of a season-long struggle but a small sample size that reflects some challenging games they had to play while shorthanded. 3 Lakers who need this off week the most. The workaholic culture in America may not be as bad as it once was, but even though we know more about the positive effects of rest and relaxation on the human body than ever before, there are still people out there killing themselves to make ends meet. The players on the Los Angeles Lakers may have no problem paying their bills, but some of them have still been overworked, and it's begun to show on the court. LA has lost 3 of its last 4 and 7 of its last 10 after getting off to a 10-4 start, which has resulted in a precipitous drop down the Western Conference standings. At this time last season, the Lakers were hitting their stride. They blitzed through the in-season tournament, now known as the NBA Cup, going undefeated to take home the inaugural title. LeBron James was named MVP of the tournament to further add to his enormous legacy, and Anthony Davis stole the show in the championship game with a ridiculous 40-21-5-4 line to beat the Indiana Pacers. Flash forward to present day, and the Lakers look broken, both mentally and physically. The team has been getting blown out with alarming regularity, and the All-NBA level of play that fans have come to expect from LeBron and AD has been nowhere near as omnipresent as it usually is. The Lakers finished 2-2 in the NBA Cup's group play stage, which resulted in their elimination from the tournament. It might seem like a shame that the purple and gold won't get the chance to defend their title, but the way things have looked lately, this break couldn't come at a better time. Just as an NFL team gets to recharge during its bye week, the Lakers can use these next few days to rest up and remember who they are. Here are 3 players that stand to benefit the most. Lakers' potential trade target reportedly taken off the market. The Los Angeles Lakers will be one of the few teams that will be buyers before the looming February 6 trade deadline. The Lakers need an upgrade to their roster, and they need it badly. There will be many intriguing pieces on the block, and expect LA to make a move or two to put themselves in the championship conversation. While they will have options, one of their top options may not be on the trading block anymore: Utah Jazz center Walker Kessler. Evan Sidery of Forbes shared that Kessler is one name that will not be available on the trade market. Kessler was one name many thought would surely be dealt with, but this recent report shakes things up. Kessler is a center that many teams, especially contending teams, would love to have on their team, like the Lakers. A few months ago, Jovan Buha of The Athletic shared that Kessler was a player the Lakers were interested in. "I think we need more time to see which guys become available," Buha said, 49:25. "I think Walker Kessler is a name that the Lakers have been interested in that would make a lot of sense and would allow you to either start a too-big look or probably more realistically bring him off the bench." The 23-year-old is in his third year in the league and is putting together a career-best season against 10.9 points, 11.1 rebounds, and 3.0 blocks. The Georgia native stands 7 feet tall and was named to the All-NBA Rookie First Team in 2023. He was also the Naismith Defensive Player of the Year at Auburn in his final season there in 2022. Kessler would have been a perfect fit next to Lakers superstar Anthony Davis. If there is one position group the Lakers need to significantly upgrade, it is their front court. Kessler would have provided defense, and with Davis by his side, the Lakers would have had two of the top shot-blocking centers in the league. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Walker Kessler? Leave your opinion in the comments.